first thing I'll say is congratulations on the premiership. I haven't spoken to you since then. I mean, you've had quite a lot of time to absorb it now during the international break and the week off. Are you and the girls still buzzing heading into finals?
Um, Look, to be honest, you wouldn't even be able to tell. I think that that we're premiers because it was sort of we spoke about it. We had a couple of days off after the Perth trip, obviously with the international break, and we said, look, we'll enjoy that week, and they rightly deserve to enjoy it because it's not every day that you win a premiership. And then after that, we know that there's still a grand final, there's still another trophy on the line. So we just said, we'll put it to the side. And the girls, they've been terrific in that. They've trained ever since we came back. They've been unreal. So it's been a good, 3-ish weeks or so until this game. So we're prepared. We're eager. We're looking forward to it. So yeah, we'll make the trip up, and we look forward to Sunday.
I know the Australian system dictates the championship is the most important trophy to win in these circumstances, but does winning the premiership in what was the first ever home and away A-League women's season, the first time we had an even fixture, everybody playing everyone the same amount, does that make it a bit more special?
I think so. I'm that bit more old school. I like the premiership. So if I'm asked at the start of the season which one I'd prefer, I'd always say the premiership because with that you get qualification into the Asian Champions League, which we've got. So we look forward to that competition as well. But look, at the end, if we simplify, it's 2 trophies. So it's 2 things that we can be champions. So they carry equal weight. And we've now accomplished one, and now we set our sights on the next.
Because, as you mentioned, you've had 3 weeks off now, and nominally the week off is supposed to be a reward for teams, but not normally when it's paired with an international break. How have you been able to, see off ring rust coming in, especially for the players who didn't go away on international duty?
Oh, look, we trained intensely, so they've kept they've almost raised the level after we had those few days off. So our training's been very, very good. So we don't expect any rust. We'll be there from kickoff, and we'll just try to put again our best performance of the season. That's what we try to achieve every week. That we just get better and better in terms of individual development with the girls as a team. So we just try to put a more complete performance every single weekend. So we've had a chance to now work. We didn't know the opponent, but we sort of focus a lot more on ourselves. And then once we knew that it was Newcastle, we've identified where we can hurt them, where their weaknesses are, also where their strengths are. So we go in, we feel well prepared, and full of confidence.
The Jets coming into this one, obviously they've had to deal with 120 minutes of football rather than the normal 90, but we saw just how fit they were, the way they finished against Western United, and I guess, they've got Serena Bolden up front, and then a bit of a cheat code having Melina Reyes to come off the bench. How do you deal with that firepower?
By keeping the ball. So if we keep the ball, then we know they're dangerous in transition. They are 2 very good goal scorers, very dangerous threats. They'll be, they're confident. They've had their elimination semi. They went to extra time, 120 minutes. I don't think that'll play much factor because they've had a long enough rest. It's not like we're talking a 3-day turnaround, so they've had the full week. So I'm sure they'll be fresh. They'll be feeling good, and also coming off a win. They're going home, and I think it's predicted it'll be quite a large crowd. And we know the Newcastle fans get behind their women's team, which is excellent. So we anticipate quite maybe not hostile, but a fantastic atmosphere, and it's going to really push their girls. So we just got to be smart. But as I said at the start, we always focus on ourselves. We know the opponent's strengths. And if we play our football, then we give ourselves a great chance to have a good start to this 2-legged affair.
Speaking with their coach, Ron Campbell, after the game, he mentioned how, with a few weeks out from the season, they sort of identified you as the team they wanted to play, not because they thought you were an easy win, but because they wanted to play you again. They didn't think they'd given you their best shot when you played down there at Casey Fields, and they were really eager to challenge themselves against the side that he says probably played the best football in the league. Knowing how G'd up they are for this game. I guess, is that something you're going to have to respond to?
Look, 100%. It doesn't matter. It's finals football. So now all those sort of premiers or first place against sixth place, all that sort of goes out the window. It's 2 games, and sometimes one game can be the difference. So even though it's 180 minutes of football, potentially more, dependent on the result and how we go. But it's a little bit different. So I think we've always got a target. Whenever Melbourne City come to town, we know sort of how teams perform against us. But I think they felt probably they didn't play their best game, but I don't think we played our best game either. So it's set up well that we can do things a lot better, a lot more efficiently. So we look forward to the challenge.
And you mentioned before about best way to shut them down is to not give them the ball, prevent their transition. And I was talking about this with Jules last week as well when she went to that press event in the city. Just in finals football where there can be so much chaos and that play can, like entire seasons rest upon maybe 1 or 2 moments, do you think your style, wherein it's built upon not needing the opposition to do something, you will dictate terms, you will have the ball, you will play your way, you think your style is particularly suited to finals football?
I think so, yeah. I think, it's suited for, it's already shown over 22 rounds we were the best team. So we're the premier. So over a long period, it's shown to be the best for this season. It's going to have to be a calmness within the chaos. As you said, it's going to be chaos in finals, but we play with a calmness. So it's just now us controlling emotions, controlling nerves, controlling the what's the word I'm looking for? Just the whole finals outtake where probably it's a little bit more pressurised, but we've been in that pressure cooker. We had to go to Perth, probably one of the hardest trips in probably the world. It's long, 3-4 hours time difference. We knew an hour before kickoff that we were playing for a premiership, so we've been in those pressure situations. And again, we're fully prepared, regardless of what sort of game it is. We don't mind too much. We believe, the girls believe in the way we play. They're very good at playing the way they play. So it's just another format, another opportunity for us to try play our football. And as I said, it's a very good team that are in front of us, that have they'll come out to press us, to make it difficult. They'll want a positive result coming back to Melbourne. So I think, not just for both teams, but I think for all fans of Australian football, it sets up for a very, very good game on Sunday.
And I suppose I should ask the question before we wrap up, but just health and fitness-wise, do you have a full squad to choose from? Is anybody carrying anything? Anybody picked anything up over the 3 weeks?
No, we're full strength. I haven't said that for a while, so it's nice to say that. So yeah, we're full strength. Everyone's fit. Everyone's ready. So yeah, as I alluded to, very simple. We're ready for Sunday.